Welcome back to the Home Pony 2012. We're at Ingliston Country Club and Equestrian Centre for the Scottish leg of this four-nation series. Before the teams hit the bucking Bronco, they have just one more class to compete in, the 148. Scotland, fresh from their success in the 138, couldn't carry forward that momentum, even with two of the 128 riders in the team, Rory Ed and Graham Babes. After drop scores, the team amassed 32 faults, which dropped them down to 4th and out of the medals. Helping the Welsh team to a total score of 12 was Lois Jones riding Park Mr Smart, who produced the team's only double clear. That score, however, was not quite enough for the silver, which went to England, whose Harriet Barsham recovered really well from a somewhat nervy first round of 35 to produce a terrific second round, picking up just 4 faults. A score that turned out to be vital as her teammate Emily Ward retired. In the end, after a somewhat topsy-turvy set of scores, England left the arena with a total of 8. So yes, you've guessed it, taking gold once more was Ireland. 2 double clears helping them on their way from Aoife Dooley on Mini Cooper II and Rachel Houston riding Blessington Grange Mist. After dropping their worst scores, they finished with just 1 fault, a time penalty picked up by Ellen Sweetnam. And so that's 3 148 wins in a row. And the Irish chef de quinte, Katie Saunders, enjoying this series as she has the previous 2. Plenty of medals going the Irish way.
Brilliant result. It's the strongest competition and the most technical. They're the older kids. We didn't have such a great run at the Europeans, but that's 3 gold medals in the 14-2, so we can get the last one in Southview, we'll be absolutely delighted.
Confirmation then of how the medals shaped up at the Scottish Home Pony at Ingliston. England came out marginally on top, but there were 3 different winners, with only Wales yet to pick up a gold. With the team competitions over, an eerie silence descends on the Lorry Park. It's like a ghost town, desolate, deserted and windswept, like a scene from the Wild West. That can only mean one thing: it's rodeo time. An eagerly awaited event.
You have to try to stay on the horse whenever they turn it round, and that's really it.
Hold on, hope not to fall off. Basically just stay on for as long as you can.
That is exactly the name of the game. This, of course, is the fun event at this competition. There's always one of these, at least one every night. And they've had to decide on their individual tactics. He's just about stayed on. It does get faster, though, that's the problem. You can go for the cool approach like her, or you can just smile your way through it. That'll work as well. The problem is, though, in the end, the bucking Bronco always wins. Oh, he tried so hard to stay on as well. Unlucky, sir.
First place was England with 88.
So the Scottish Home Pony draws to an end for another year. The series, however, far from over, as the lorries head south of the border to Southview for the final leg of the four-nation series. Southview Competition and Training Centre in Cheshire is home to the British Masters. It's also home to the English Home Pony and another 4 days of competition. And while plenty of action took place in the November sunshine, it would be indoors for the head-to-head team competition.
They've all been great events, and everybody has all their friends here, and the children that don't ride get together with their friends, they all play games. We've got a Patak here this year, which hopefully they're all going to be challenging themselves to see who can get the highest score, and the karaoke later, which has been a theme on every single one. They all seem to enjoy that, and I think we've all just got to keep finding new ways of entertaining all of those not participating, as well as those the kids after they've jumped.
And what better advocate can you have for the Home Pony series than Olympic gold medalist Peter Charles?
How beneficial do you think these shows are for the pony riders to gain experience for teams in the future?
I think it gives them a great exposure. It gets them used to a bit of pressure in a friendly way and gives them a lot of mileage, which later on in life will stand them in very good steam for the senior team.
So to the 128, and first out for England was Peter's daughter Scarlett, riding Merker's Matthews Girl. Scarlett, winner of the 128 championship at the Horse of the Year show, providing the first double clear of the day. The The only other double clear in the 128 class came from Scarlett's teammate Robert Murphy on Greenfield Chinook. Those two double clears helping England to a total score of 9. For the others, however, the course took its toll. Ireland finished on 24, Scotland not far behind, whilst Wales completely withdrew from round 2. So, gold for England and the team of Chloe McCarthy, Jodie Hall-McAteer, Scarlett Charles and Robert Murphy.
So all 4 members of the 128 team today received these fantastic pictures. Tell us about the picture and what it means to you.
I think it's quite inspirational because any one of us could make it to this level if we just need a bit of luck and to work hard, and we could do it.
Do you think this gold medal is as important as your dad's?
Well, it's a bit smaller, but it's.
But it was just as hard to get, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's quite hard to get like this.
Who's your favourite international rider?
It would probably be Scott Brash.
Daniel. Come on. Who's your favourite international rider?
Billy Toomey.
Ellen Whittaker.
Scott Brash because he's Scottish.
There's another one.
Scott Brash.
You have to answer. We're not going to let you go until you've answered.
Michael Whittaker because he gives me lessons.
Who would you really like to ride like in a few years' time?
I don't know.
Who's your favourite international rider?
Peter Charles.
And why Peter?
Good ponies. Michael Whittaker. Do you really have to ask me that question?
Billy Toomey?
Dennis Lynch, there.
And why Dennis?
I don't. Scott Brash.
Why Scott?
Because he's a really good rider and he's got really nice horses.
Ellen Whittaker.
Why Ellen?
I know, she's just so good. Probably Nick Skelton.
Why Nick?
I like his horse.
I love Ellen Whittaker. I like Guy Williams. But there's also, not an adult rider, but there's a rider, Beth Vernon. I like her too.
Yeah, Beth's no stranger to the home pony. She's gone on to win team and individual gold at the Pony European Championships and here at home, including at the Pony of the Year show.
I think it was last year that you were first and second in the Pony of the Year show Grand Prix, and then you won it again this year. Before you did that, I was the only rider that had been first and second, so you've well and truly taken that title off of me now.
Yeah, I've got some awesome ponies and they've been going well.
So looking back across the year, how important are these home pony shows to you?
They're really good, especially because you can get your novices out along with your big track ponies, so you can take them all together at the same show.
And you've had a great year. What would you say your highlight was?
Winning Pony of the Year Grand Prix, also won the Wales and West Child Grand Prix, and a few other classes, and bringing the novice ponies through the ranks.
Well, the Welsh were having a torrid time of it at Southview. Having withdrawn from the previous class, they once more struggled around the course, this time amassing some 60 faults. It left a three-way battle between England, Ireland and Scotland, and after round 1 it was Scotland neck and neck on 0 faults with the English.
We were winning in the first round, we jumped clear, and then I think the younger riders, the two younger ones, felt the pressure a wee bit much, and they had a few fence down, but I think England had a wee bit of advantage because they're jumping here most weeks.
Well, Scotland picked up 12 faults in round 2, which opened the door for England, and a double clear from Kellie Taylor on Mr. Jack Sparrow was good enough for England to bring home gold.
Kellie, this is only your second team that you've ever been on. How did it feel to win today?
Pretty special because it's my last show on him. He goes on Monday and he's jumped real good all year, and nobody thought that I'd ever get picked for a team, so it is good to be done.
Meanwhile, Ireland, who'd been lying in third after round 1, turned in a fault-free second round. It was enough to squeeze out Scotland, and the team picked up a hard-fought silver. Charles Britton and Linda Wright presenting each team member with a signed photograph of the Great Britain Olympic team, whilst Rebecca Britton hands out the medals to Leonie Aikenhead, Kellie Taylor, Olivia Poole and Jessica Hewitt.
She's actually riding one of my old ponies, Rapkin's Paddy's Day. You've had a great year with her. You've just been third at Horse of the Year show. How would you describe her?
She's amazing, very scopy, talented, fast, careful.
And is this the first team that you've been on with her this year, or have you been on Any other ones?
I've been on 2 this year and won 2 gold medals.
What does it mean to be competing on a team with other riders as opposed to just being an individual?
It means a lot because you know that it's not just you that does it, you're depending on other people as well.
So, will England make it a hat-trick of wins here at Southview, or will Ireland, having won all the 148 classes this year, make it a clean sweep? Find out after the break.